Hi everyone, welcome back to another Wills and Estates Wednesday. I'm Jessica Rafferty, and today I want to talk to you about something that I get asked about a lot, and when people ask me about it, I know that they don't quite understand what they're asking, and so I want to try and clarify. So people will come in, and it happens probably once a week, and they will say to me, "Oh, I know I can gift $15,000 away every year." You can gift $15,000 away. You could gift $1 million away if you wanted to, but it just depends on what the consequence is going to be. So this is where I think people get confused, and this happens, I think, almost a little bit more often in Pennsylvania because we have a state inheritance tax in Pennsylvania. So there's the Pennsylvania inheritance tax, and then there is the federal estate tax, and I think people are kind of mixing them up in their minds when they are asking this question, because in Pennsylvania, the state inheritance tax has nothing to do with the amount of assets in someone's estate. It has everything to do with how you are related to the person who passed away. There's a certain percentage based on your relationship to that person, okay? The federal estate tax is based upon assets. And right now, and it may change, but I'm thinking they're backing off of that, at least for now. The current amount that is exempt, that you do not have to pay federal estate tax on, is currently $11.7 million per person, and then it's $23.4 million per married couple if you do it correctly. And that is a whole other video. But let's just say $11 million for the sake of math, okay? So let's say the federal estate tax is $11 million. That's the exempt amount. If you get anything above that $11 million, you're paying federal estate tax, and that tax is currently at 40%, okay? So if you gift $15,000 to various people throughout the year, that $15,000 does not get subtracted from your exempt amount, okay? So let's say one year you decide, I am gifting my child $1,015,000, okay? The $15,000 would be safe, there's no ramification for that, but the other million would simply be subtracted from your exempt amount upon your death. So if at the time of your death it's $11 million, right? Now you have $10 million that would be exempt. So if you pass away and you have $11 million in your estate, there's going to be a federal estate tax on $1 million of that because you have subtracted $1 million during your lifetime from that amount. Does that make sense? So people, when they come in Pennsylvania, they're asking that question because they want to reduce what would be subject to the Pennsylvania inheritance tax, when in fact that would have nothing to do with it. Because most of the people that are asking me that question do not have $11 million in their estate, right? So the federal estate tax is not going to come into play with regard to that. So they could have gifted their children anything they wanted if their purpose is to reduce what is subject to the Pennsylvania inheritance tax. Don't just start doing that though. Please talk to me or your accountant or financial planner to make sure that there isn't some other ramification that you're unaware of, okay? It really is important. I mean, people hear these rules and they start trying to do it yourself estate planning, and it generally ends badly, I promise you. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I hope that made sense. If you do have follow-up questions from this, just drop me a message below and I will do my very best to answer that for you. Thanks so much.